idea that once they've answered the question, that
Yeah.
it's just as like a reinforcement that they know what they're doing.
Perfect.
It's like a bank question, is it?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So that's fine. It's going live on my YouTube account now. So I will send you the link so that you can check it later. So let me start from the beginning, from SEM 26A, which is what I want you to start working on. You scroll down. You first come here to pick the question that you want to work on. You're only working on the maths, the short maths, right? So which in this case is on page 4. For question 27, 26B, it may be on page 1. So you just go for the short one. Select question 1, which is here. You can copy it. Then go back to where same paper 26. The first thing you want to do, you add an activity or resource. And the activity you want to add is the quiz. You now click add. So what you want to do, we pick that question we want to do is question 1. So just say Q1. That's fine, right? Then you scroll down. There are 2 things we need to change here. Number 1, the name, which we have done here. Just fill the name of the question that you want to work on, Q1. Then you now come under question behavior. Those are the only 2 things we need to change. You change it to immediate feedback. Immediate feedback simply means if the student answer the question, they get marked immediately. So that they answer question 1, it gets marked rather than waiting to the entire question. So when you've done this, immediate feedback, come and click save and display. Then it's going to come here that you have actually created your question, but you need to add, you have created a quiz, you need to add question to it. So how do we add question? We scroll down. Don't use this edit button. Scroll down. Look on your right-hand side. You'll see question bank. From question bank, you create the drop-down button. You now select questions, right? Click on questions. It's going to come here and give you question bank, select a category. It's very, very important that you do not create your question under this category because this says mock tests. So select the drop-down button, this very one, and click default for Q1. That's the question you are trying to create or the quiz you are trying to create, right? So there is nothing here. You now click create a new question. Okay. That is going to bring this up. What you want to do next is to scroll down and select the different type of question type. But the one we are going to make use of that will go to make us to create a dynamic question that the question will be changing so that the same number is not being presented to the students all the time. The one we use is this one that is called formulas, that very one. Are you happy so far?
Yes.
Okay, you now click add. Okay, we're about 30% done. What you want to do under the question name, just give it the same name that you create, that you call the quiz, Q1, right? Then under these question texts, you do question type, just do short maths, right? There's a reason why I'm doing this. I will explain that to you later. Short maths. So once you've done that, you scroll down, you see part 1. Click on it, then you scroll down, you see part text. Then paste the question we have copied from the main question and paste it in here. So it is from here. If you like, you may want to, that's highlighted. You might want to do this to bring everything on the same line. Now, we're now going to read this question. It said the population of a village correct to the nearest 10 is 200. The population of a village correct to the nearest 10 is 200. What is the actual population of the village? Goodness me, how are you going to do this? You have idea? What
Is
the
that,
answer?
you have the answers. That is, oh, are we talking about changing the question or changing the answer?
No, I want to get the answer, but before getting the answer, we're going to change the question, but before we change it, let me see how we get the answer to this.
Oh, it has to be within 5 of the number that you're going near to. So
it will be from 195 to 199, isn't it?
yes, well, not oh yeah, yes, yeah,
Right.
and slightly above as well. So
it cannot be 194.
no, not 194. So
Yeah.
like, and it can also be above, so it can go to 204 as well.
Yeah, correct. So up to 204. Lie. All right. Okay, this is not just a one answered question. Okay. Clearly, there are some of them that, because what we need to do when we've done this, I thought it's going to be a one answered question that doesn't give a range. So what I simply need to do after here is just do this. Just say, open my curly brackets, put that one, put 0, and click close. Sorry, 0 and close. Right? Now, I now need to go and change this number and this number.
Well, is the thing before the 0 an underscore?
Underscore, thank you. Underscore 0.
Okay.
Yeah, now let me do something to show you. So just let me put something else here. Let's say 10. And I say save changes and continue editing. Right? Then if I scroll down, it's going to allow me to preview the question. If I preview it, can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. The one that I guess it's the other one that's in. Let me share the new one. Yeah, you see this space here, like the answer box.
Yes.
That is what takes that underscore. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So then let me switch okay, that's fine. Let me reshare the screen. Now this is not a one. Okay, let me do something. I guess I want us to do it as quick as possible. This may take some more procedure. So let me look for a very quick question. So just hold on, don't worry. Let me look for.
Well, when you have just boxes with answers there, and then they have to select which one.
No, this one I want it to be that they can type the answer in, and the system is going to mark it for them.
Okay.
Yeah, multiple choice takes long process to do, but I want something that we can do as quick as possible.
So in this case, we can set it so that they can have a range of answers that they can type in, which is correct.
Definitely. Yeah. But that would take time to do. So let me look for one that just put in the answer directly, and it's fine. So I want something very short that doesn't What's this? If x, or what would be y if x is 9? That was 4 more. I want something very simple. What fraction of 3 hours is 30 minutes? What fraction of 3 hours is 30 minutes? Seats. How many children needed to sit and find two numbers that find two numbers that multiply together to using if two angles solve this, since the mass of this, what is the average? Okay, so let me pick this now. This one looks very good to do. This is question 18. So I'm going to go back. Right, I'll call this question 18. Right. So everything still remains the same. We don't have that there. So I'm just going to totally change this. So that's 6 books have a total mass of 1 kilogram, 800 grams. What is the average weight? So I still have my curly bracket open, curly bracket underscore 0, curly bracket close. Are you happy so far? Are you with me? Oops.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. I thought maybe something stopped. Okay, that's fine. So what we need to do in this case, I need to be constantly changing these 6, right? And I need to be constantly changing this 1 kilogram, 800 grams. Are you with me?
Yes.
Good. So now, these are the variables I need to change. So let me call this variable. This is the one for the 6 books. Let me call it A. And I'm going to put A inside the curly brackets. Happy with that?
Yes.
Good. Now, 1 kilogram, 800 grams. I'll call it another variable B. We represent 1 kilograms. Then I'll call my 800 variable C. I will need to remove these ones from here later, but I'm just doing it so that you will understand what we are doing. Are you happy so far?
Yes.
Okay. So my 6, I need to remove that later. Just color coding them so that's. So this A, B, and C, I will now scroll up to go and define what they are. So how do I do that? Come back under this one that say variables. It's like an algebra that you represent numbers, letters with numbers. So my random variables, there are 3 variables I need to declare that will keep on changing. The first one is A. I'll write it like this: A equals open curly brackets, close curly brackets. Are you with me?
Yes. Would you have to use that specific bracket?
Yes, you need to use the curly bracket always.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I want to declare my variable B. The same thing, equals open curly bracket, close curly brackets. Then put semicolon to separate between each of the variables I'm declaring. Then I have my variable C, which equals open curly bracket, close curly brackets. Happy so far?
Yes. And is the poly bracket only in the variables and not in the question?
Yeah, you use it always in the random variables. And also, if you want that variable to appear inside the question.
Okay.
Yeah, for instance, let me declare my variable A, the one that we have in the question. So let me call it 1. You understand the letter. Then my variable B, variable A is 6, isn't it? Yeah, then variable B is 1. Because it will not allow me to use only one variable. That's why I'm using doubling it, but don't worry. Then variable C is 800, right? So if I save this now, I put something here to make it to work. I save this. I now go to preview. Now you'll notice, I don't know if you can see the new screen that is showing. Hold on, let me share with you. Can you see?
Yes, I can see it
So
now.
this is the 6, which is my variable A. This is my 1, which is variable B, and the 800, which is variable C. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so let me go back to what we're doing. So I'm back on my main screen now, and I'm going to share screen again. Right, you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
You will notice from the question here that the variable B and C, which I select, must be a combination that variable A can always divide. Does it make sense?
Yes.
This is 1,000. This is 1 kilogram, 800 grams. This is going to give me eventually 1,800 grams, isn't it?
Mm.
Good. And that is divisible by 6. So in my choice of selecting what is variable A, what is variable B, there must be something that if I combine this and this together, variable A can divide it. Do you get it?
Yes.
But what I'm going to do, I'm going to alter this question because I have a feeling that I'm making it a bit, I picked a very challenging question. So let me alter this question by saying 6 books have a total of, instead of saying 1 kilogram 800, I'm going to change this to 2,400 grams, right? So I totally remove this one.
Well, it's good to have a mixture of it saying grams and then kilograms and grams.
Yeah.
To test.
I'm sure. Okay. Oh, are you happy what I'm doing? Because I don't want it to make it difficult for you. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's brilliant. So let me leave it then. So we have 1 kilogram 800. Yeah, that's fine. So we come back here. So now what I now want to do is to select for each value of A that is selected, it must be divisible by value B and C combined together. So let's say we leave it to this 1,800. What number can A be such that is going to divide 1,800? It can be 9, isn't it?
Yes.
1,800 is divisible by 9. Am I right?
Yeah.
Good. So I'm going to change this to 9. So I can use 6. I can also use 9. Do you understand?
Yes.
What other number can divide?
3.
3. Fantastic. What other number can go?
2.
Fantastic. Correct. Now, let's see now. So we know that 9,66932 can be divided by 1,800. Now, is there anything I can put for this 800 that is also divisible by 6, 9, 3, and 2? 1,900? No, 19 is not divisible by
7,200.
7,200. So 7,002. Okay, so that means I'm going to have 7 here. Then I'm going to have 200 here. So 7,200 is divisible by 6, divisible by 9, 3, and 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, what other one can I have?
5,400.
Okay, now, so if I put another 5 here, now at the same time, the system can select 5,800. Is 5,800 divisible by 9?
5,000. No,
No, it won't.
5,800. By 9. No.
No. Aha. So okay, maybe to make it easier.
No, I
7,800.
meant 5,400 for the thing.
Okay. But with okay, so 5,400 is divisible by everything.
Yes.
Good. So let's put 5. Then we now put also 400. Yep. So system can select 1,800 is going to divide it by 6, or 1,800 divisible by 9, or 1,800 divisible by 3 or 2, or 7,800 divisible by 9, 7,800 divisible by 3. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you select any of these. Now, is 7,400 divisible by 9 74? No. Will it?
Oh, is 9,000? Wait, could you repeat it?
7,000. If you select 7,400, is that divisible by 9? No.
No.
So let's remove this 400 for now. At least we know everything we have should be divisible, isn't it?
Mm.
Right. So we have selected our variables. So let me quickly save that for you to see how it changed. So if I preview, I'm going to share the previous screen with you so that you see if I'd actually.
So it's like they can so they randomly occur and the numbers randomly go together.
Yes. So I don't need this 6 any longer. I don't need this 1 any longer. I don't need this 8 any longer. So let me remove it so that we see the full picture. Okay. So you will see my new screen. So you see here, 3 books have a total of 5 kilogram, 800 grams. So if I start the question again, that number is going to change. 2 books have 1,200. Do you get that?
Yes.
So now, because I've carefully selected all my variables, there won't be any decimal problem of division. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's fine. So it's not the same 6 books have 1,200. No, you keep on changing it so that the student needs to know this is how to do it, not just memorizing the answer. You have a question?
Yeah, but the other time you refreshed it and it said 9 books and 5,000. Was it 5,800? But
Yeah.
that didn't.
We won't go.
That answer went into like decimals. So.
Right. Oh, so we have 5,800.
And the 9, those two went together when you refreshed it before.
Oh, okay. So that means we still need to work on, let's have a look then. Let's come back to the very, oh, all right. So in that case, we need to remove the 5 because it's either we remove the 5 or we remove the 9. I think if we remove the 5, we can use 9. But if we remove the 9,
because I think the 5 only works with one number that they can all go into.
So it's better to remove the 5 then.
Okay,
that's fine. So we remove the 5. Yeah.
Yes, and then in fact, never mind.
Okay. So now at least we know that we have our variable we divide without any number. Now the student is expected to type in an answer and check if it is correct.
Oh yeah. Now, also, sorry for interrupting, but it could go to 78, and then it could have the 9 as well. So if those two go together, then it causes problems as well. So it gets decimals.
Sorry, say that again.
If the if you have the 7,800 and you have the 9, then it makes it difficult for them as well.
Oh,
That one
okay,
goes,
9 doesn't go in 78 too.
no.
Oh. Should we remove the 9 then? So that, because we remove the 9, that means we have
To make
3.
it more simplistic then.
Say that again?
To make it more simplistic.
Yes, yeah. So I think with 1,008, 1,002, 7,008, 7,002, 6,3, and 2, we divide all those without any problem. Yeah, okay. Likewise, I think 4 can also divide them, isn't it? Does 4 goes in 78?
I don't think so, no.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, so 78, 00, hold on, divided by 4. No, it does. So we can add 4. You use 4 to replace 9.
Does it?
Yeah. And 4 also goes in 7,200. So it works. Okay.
It's 78 divided by 4 is 19.5.
No, but remember we have 7,800. So it's going to give us 7,800 divided.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Now I see.
right. So now, how would the computer calculate the correct answer to cross it against what the student is putting in? Right? We know that all these 6, 3, 2, and 4, they are 1 kilogram. So the first thing we want to do is to convert it to gram. So we can say A1, you can use any variable if you like. A1 equals A times 1,000. So A1 is going to give us, if the system randomly picks 6, A1 is going to become 6,000. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Now what I want to do is to add this A1 plus the value of B that is selected. Are you happy what I've done?
So A1 is the potential answer then. That
A1 is going to convert. You know what we need to do is to convert the A to gram, is in kilogram.
Okay.
So to convert it to gram, we multiply by 1,000.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to create a formula that will generate the answer, the correct answer, so that this answer will be compared to the answer that the student put in. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay. So A1 equals A times 1,000. Then I will now need to add B. C, not B. Wait. No, I'm making
So then
it's meant to be B.
B1
B times 1,000. Sorry. Let's use B1. A is different. So we are using B times 1,000 plus C. Sorry, that should be what I should have done. Yeah?
Yes.
What I will now do finally is to divide everything by A. Do you get that now?
Yeah.
Okay. So B1 is B will be the correct answer, the final answer. Multiplying B by 1,000 to change the kilogram to grams. Then I will now add the grams, which is C. I will now divide everything by A, which now give the average. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay. So I now scroll down under the part 1A, part 1 rather. You see this place that says answer with asterisks. My answer that the system will compare the student answer, I've declared my answer here as B1. And if I like, I can say ANS. It doesn't matter. I can use any number for a variable. ANS for answer.
Okay.
So I've come here and I'll say, instead of 1, ANS, that's my answer. Do you understand?
So that variable that we just set up will automatically generate an answer depending on the random variable that's chosen.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will now come here. Now, if I'm dealing, although here I'm dealing with whole numbers, but if I'm dealing with maybe decimal, I want to put 00 here to 1,000, and I select this box that says grading criteria. That is if the system calculates maybe 0.9999 so that it still awards the correct answer to the students. But I did this majorly if my answer has to be with decimals. Yeah. So then what I will now need to do is just click Save Changes. Then I'm going to preview. I need to share the screen with you so that you see what it's saying. So here, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 books have a total mass of 1 kilogram, 200 grams. What is the average weight? So to do this calculation, this is giving me 1,200 grams, isn't it?
Yes.
If I divide it by 2, that's going to give me 600 grams, right?
Yes.
So if I put in 600 here, system recognizes it as correct by, if I click check, and that's fine. You get it?
Yes.
So if I click start again, you'll notice there is saying 2 books, 1 kilogram, 200 grams is going to change it to something else. 2 books, 7 kilogram, 200 grams. Do you understand? Supposing I put the answer as incorrect, maybe as 4, which I know is not correct, I click check, the system will mark it wrong. It's going to calculate the correct answer and display it here for me. Have I lost you?
No, I understand.
Fantastic. So this is what it's all about. The last thing we need to do, I would normally like to create a kind of a simple explanation how the system arrived at this answer. And I will do that by coming here. Let me close this screen. Then I'll come and share my page again. Okay, so I'll scroll down under this part 1 where I put the question. Now, I was going to explain to you why I put this one here is to make sure that the answer box is in front here. Then I didn't use this question text. I just put question type short marks because if I put my question in here, this place doesn't accept this curly bracket open 0. It doesn't accept it. Do you understand? So I just put question type short marks. That's sufficient here. And I now put in the real question that I want inside this place. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So again, remember you declare your variables to know what will be changing all the time. That's all. So we now need to write a simple explanation how this is calculated. To make it easier, I can copy this one. I now come under this place, under the part 1, right? I'll come here and click show more, right? Show more will allow me, will open this box for me where I can type in a simple explanation of how the work is calculated, right? So I do that by saying solution. If I like, I may want to make it bold, right? I will now say from the question, right? There are, I need to use my variable A, which tell me if the system selects 6 books, it's going to say there are 6 books. If it selects 2, it's going to select 2 books. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are 6 books. Okay. And now go again. There are also, what is that thing that they want us to, 6 books have a total mass of this. Okay. So I'll say there are, or I can say total mass equals my B, which is in kilograms, then my C, which is in grams. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Then I now come here, convert B kilograms to grams, which equals B times 1,000, right? If I like, I can put a bracket to show that this is now in grams, right?
Yes.
I'll say next, add. You can choose anything you want, but try and make it as simple as possible for primary 5 students to understand it. Next, add add C. You notice that whenever I want the number, the variable to appear, I need to use the curly brackets. Okay, so add C to, if I like, I can call this one step 1, step 2. Next, add C to step 2. Yeah, which is going to give me. Now, there's something else we can also do. You see this curly bracket, I think, okay, let's make it easy like this. Add C to steps 2. So which is going to give me C plus if I get this once. Okay, let me try this, you'll be able to get it. This curly bracket, I can also use it to calculate the value directly inside there, apart from inside the variable. So if I open the curly bracket and I say equals to B multiplied by 1,000, then close my curly brackets. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Now let me just save display so that you say you get it, so it doesn't look too much complicated. Preview. Let me share my preview screen. You can see my preview screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's asking for 2 books, 1,200. So let me directly put 2 here. Click check. Right, so it's marked it wrong. And now say from the solution, sorry, from the question, there are 2 books. Step 1, total mass equals 1 kilogram to 100 grams. Step 2, convert 1 kilogram to a gram, which is 1 times 1,000. Next, add 200, right? I need to put 200 grams to step 2, which is equals 200 plus 1,000, right? So I'll now, are you following so far?
Yes.
Right, that's fine. So I'm going to continue from my last step here. So I'm saying I have so go back to where I'm putting the simple correction. So I need to include G here just to make it clearer. Convert, okay. So next, add this. So I can also say, if I like, equals, curly bracket, equals C, right, plus B times 100, right? And I'll say final step, or then divide by A. So, which equals answer, right? Let me do some little, I like to make these bold, make these bold, make these bold, then divide by. So I think we have everything now. Save and continue editing. So let's go and preview. share my previous screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So 3 books have a total mass of 7,000 kilograms, 800 grams. What is the average weight? So I'm going to put in here 1, just to deliberately get it wrong. So it's going to bring it out from the question. There are 3 books. Total mass equals 7,800, 7 kilograms, 800. Step 2, convert 7 kilograms to grams is 7 times 1,000. Next, add 800 grams to step 2, which is 800 plus 7,000, which is 7,008. Next, divide by 3 to give me 1,006. So my answer is 2,006, and that's my answer. So here, we successfully create the question, right? There are nothing that we need to calculate here. This is all what we need to do. The next step is now to duplicate this, but that is a very simple thing to do. So here, if I click on Save Changes, I'll successfully create my question 18. Are you with me?
Yes.
It is from here that I can duplicate it. But what I want you to do, let you create 1 or 2 questions first, right? Because if you duplicate it now and there is a problem, we need to correct all the 10 questions. But if everything is final in 1 question, we don't need to change anything, then we know that we don't have any problem with duplicating. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So, and that's it. So I'm actually going to change Q1 to Q18. We don't need to worry about this one. Are just very simple things to do. If I like, I can actually give it a little description, something like calculating averages. Yeah, that's fine. So then, are you happy so far? You have a question, or you think you'll be able to attempt any question?
I'm okay with it.
That's fine. So again, once you are in talent and careers, 11 plus mark, start with 26, right? I have few people working on from 1, but you start from 26 so that you are the one that is working on this. Then click on that.
So you want me to do this for every question in 26A?
Yes. There are some questions that you will not be able to do. I am also working on it as well. Do you understand? So, but let's say when you click on 726, click on maybe the first time you click is going to tell you attempt quiz first. Then you locate question page 4. Then you scroll down to now look at the question that you think you can do easily. Now, this one for question number 1, there will be a way to do it because if you look at this, it's just selecting a multiple choice, but it takes time to do this. That's why I want to skip this one. So maybe question, let's have a look. What is this as improper fraction? We can do this as infer. We can do this as well, but it's going to take some time to do. Let's look at, we've done 18. Well, that is actually the end of the question. 17. If 2 angles, okay, you can actually do this 17. If 2 angles of a triangle are 49 degrees and 23 degrees, how many degrees will the 3rd angle be? I'm sure you can do that easily. Yeah, by just, all what you need to be changing these 2 angles, you select a number from maybe, you can say from 49 or to, just make sure that when you add the 2 together, it's less than 180. Then your answer will now be adding these 2 variables together, taking it away from 180 will automatically give you the 3rd answer. Do you get it?
Yes.
Right. So you can try 17. You can try anyone that you think you can do easily. Okay. Now I'm equally going to send you, let me stop the